I wanted to add an effect intro for this, basically. So this is how it starts out.
Trash ringing, the trash ringing, smash ringing, the flash ringing.
And that's fine, but I want the intro to not just go.
Trash ringing.
I think it should have a little build to it. So I'm gonna copy this and consolidate it. Should probably also put like the comments here. I will go to my YouTube and see if I can load up the comments here on my channel so I can look at it. Comments. Okay. Anybody wants to say something? Okay, so I want to reverse this. And the funny thing is, I don't know how. Oh, wait. I'm gonna Google this real quick. Ableton 10 show fades.
A super quick tip.
I always lose my fades.
A little bit frustrating in Ableton 10. Seems a little counterintuitive to me, but obviously this is how they did it. So first thing for you to know is sometimes you can't see your automation, right? And as you can see, it's off.
Yeah.
And what I like back on, having to jump back and forth on, as you can see here. So you actually have to come back up here, automation, and then when you click on a clip, you'll see that you've got your fades back. All right. So that's what you got to do in order to turn that off.
Huh. Okay, works for me. Click that. Or that. Thought that was it, dog. Obviously, I looked through that way too quickly. But whatever. Key? No. Actually, where'd the fades go?
See, it's off now. If you hit it again, it turns on, right? And what I like to do is once I have the automation on, then I just turn the MIDI back on. That way I can, do all my MIDI stuff without having to jump back and forth. However, when you have your automation on, you don't have access to your fades, as you can see here. So you actually have to come back up here, turn that off, and hit A for automation.
Hit A. Got it. Okay. Turn that off. Hit A. And boom. There we go. Okay, there's the fades. Good to know. So now I don't have to use the volume thing right there. So the other thing I'm going to want to do is have this impact hit go in reverse. So I'm going to duplicate that, delete, and then go freeze. And I could probably have just recorded a track or whatever, but that's fine. Okay, so Made that frozen. Now flatten it. And probably don't even this part. I'm just going to combine it anyway. Wait. Okay, I'm going to combine this. Command J. I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to Command J that. That way I can pull this out if I really wanted to and save the whole thing. Because I'm going to consolidate this and then reverse it. And turn this off and put that down so I don't hear it. And this horn, to make this sound interesting, put some fucking effects on it. Probably just double up the effects on here. Because it sounds dope already. It has a lot of white noise, so I'm going to bring this down. Bring this down too.
The trash singing, smash, slinging, the flag.
And I'll probably put fader on it.
The trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash, ringing the the trash ringing, the trash singing,
See, that sounds funny.
the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash ringing the crash singing, slinging, slasher. The trash singing, smash, slinging.
Actually, fuck it, I kind of like this one. At least almost up to the edge. Yeah, and you can't tell, but it has a nice punch to it. And
the trash singing, the trash singing, slinging, the flash ringing the crash dinging. Sash ringing, the trash singing. Sash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging, the flash springing, ringing the crash dinging. Sash ringing, the trash singing.
all right.
Sash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging, the flash springing, ringing the crash dinging. Flinging slasher. Sash ringing, the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash springing, ringing the crash dinging. Flinging slasher. Sash ringing, the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash springing, ringing the crash dinging. Flinging slasher. Sash ringing, the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash stringing, ringing the crash, dinging,
Flinging splasher. Slinging splasher.
dash ringing,
now let's
the
read
trash stinging, smash,
just for the-
flinging, the flash stringing, ringing the crash, dinging, dash ringing, the trash stinging, smash, flinging, the flash stringing, ringing the crash, dinging,
Slinging splasher.
dash ringing,
Now I want to get rid of this.
dash ringing,
It's like a what do you call it? Guitar sound.
bringing hasher,
Slinging slasher.
the sash ringing, the trash singing, mash, flinging, the flash springing, ringing the crash, dinging.
So what I'm gonna do is make a free audio track that just goes to the master, and I'm going to turn off all of the effects. I'll just group these to make it easier, and I will. Well, yeah, I didn't really need to do that, but I'm gonna go from this 44 into here, record, and go, boom, record. And so now it's not gonna pick up any of my voice.
The
and it
trash
should just pick
singing,
up
smash,
what's coming straight out of
flinging,
here.
the flash stringing, ringing the
We can
crash,
all that 'cause we're doing
dinging.
this on a
Slinging.
but didn't kind of get any of that.
Dash ringing, the trash singing.
So now I'm going to export this. Just do it to my desktop. Actually, I'll just do it straight to this USB drive. Hash slinging slasher sample. Okay, render that, and I don't need this anymore because I just rendered it. And I'm going to take it and put it back into my RX-7 into my Mac because I got RX-7 over here. And then I'm going to use that to cut out this guitar part, which you can hear
Dash ringing,
right in the beginning there. I'll do that later just because that's tedious and annoying and I don't want to waste time with that. I'll play the mix right now just in case for anybody that wants to hear it.
dash ringing, the trash singing, smash, flinging, the flash stringing, ringing the crash, dinging.
Slinging splasher.
Something has, oh, I have this extra stuff with a bunch of reverb on it, which I don't want. Yeah, that's where it was. Okay. So before I was taking out these percussion hits right here, they were basically tambourines. Right here you can hear where I have them. I just simplified it in the beginning. Some just kind of lead up to the second part. It's just kind of a tension thing, brings up the tension in the next part.
trash stinging, smash, slinging, the flash stringing.
Before I had the SpongeBob vocal being way too far in the background, and now I can tell it's just way too far in the front, and just kind of really dry sounding. Oh, you know what? That's because I'm stupid. I forgot to turn the effects off.
Trash ringing, the trash stinging, smash, slinging,
So I think I
the
might
flash stringing, ringing, the crash dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
Shout out Dark Blazing for saying hi. That's funny. Let's go back to what I was doing. Okay, so I heard in this part the wee woo was not very loud. Is there like some sort of compressor going on right now? Yeah, that's super weird. Why is it just cutting out? Let's look at what automation we got going on here. We got the reverb, and we got the mixer. Speaker volume's fine. What's the reverb doing? Just dry wet, which looks fine. Ping pong, just dry wet, that looks fine too. That is really weird. Oh wait, here we got something. Nope, no. What if I just keep this on? Still cuts out. That's super weird. I don't really understand that. If anybody, whoever is watching, wants to see anything, just mention it in the chat, and I will talk about it. Probably the most interesting thing would not be this stupid vocal chain. It would be the mid bass, which is just the standard bass in the track, which I can go over for sure. So I started with this sound right here. Here I will duplicate it so I can just solo it. But basically, actually this is it right here. And that is a stretched out version of one glitch that I had in here, which I can look up the original glitch so you can have a frame of reference. But my file folder is so big that I probably won't be able to even find it. So yeah, basically I just took that glitch and stretched it, or put it in different places, stretched it right here. And I put a simple effect on it. Here, I'll just show you the whole bus here with all the mid basses. And so all of this, besides this sound right here, is all from the same glitch. This section right here is just stretched. And this one is stretched and pitched up. And that one's easily my favorite one. I like how it has that like ring on the top of it as well. And you can tell, look, it's just got the EQ on it right here and pitched up. A lot of times the best sounds you'll make are just from simple resampling. Yeah, from the beginning, totally. Let's unsolo this.
dinging, smash, flinging, the flash, stringing, ringing, the crash, dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
Gotta fix that vocal after. And then this outro I got fixed just because it's bland and interesting and just kind of continues off that last part. And I think this melody is just a copy of this first part. But yeah, the drop, I think I will end up doing another set of whatever 8 bars of it and do more variation in this second section and then a variation of that in this third part and add, because I really want to add more interesting elements than just this standard sound, which is a good sound. But I think, you know, I forget what you call it, right at the end of like 4 bars or something, it's like the upbeat or whatever, and then the next one's the downbeat. Having really interesting upbeats helps carry a song to the next section. Another kind of random thing that carries songs are like these background elements that you don't notice, like these A's. I have these two, which is just like a Lil Jon, or that was the chant, and then this one's the Little John. And then I changed it. I kept the chant to have some continuity, and then I changed it to this other random hey. And then that keeps, you know, kind of progressing the song, things like that. But it also gives the song like continuity where you can kind of keep feeling the same vibe throughout, which is nice. The one thing that I didn't think I was super happy with, but I am now, is this sub distortion layer. Basically, the sub doesn't hit that hard because it's just so low of a frequency. Could hear it, I don't know, depending on the speakers or headphones you're listening to. But then this, and if you don't have this distortion, it just sounds like there's something missing. So then that adds a layer of, I don't know, depth to it. And it's really just a simple saw. And probably too much compression, but I like how it sounds. And I just use massive on this with a plain saw, 12 semitones down, side shaper pick crusher to give it more interesting flavors. And thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for the compliment. Anything in particular you want me to talk about on it? I think the next thing I'm working on, I took out those tambourine bits in the beginning that I wanted to do. Clear presence. Yeah, that was about it. I think I'm just gonna add to the drop and kind of just do some more songwriting stuff, I guess. Unless there's anything else you want to hear about. It's funny, I normally do a bunch of like serum stuff as far as like, you know, making sounds for drops and stuff. But this one, I took a tip from I mean, I guess a lot of people, but I guess mainly Carbon, dubstep producer. I did like a music lesson with him, and he basically said that many people do not do their sound design themselves. They just do resampling. Um, like I think he said Space Laces and a lot of other people. I don't know exactly who, but yeah. So what I'm gonna do here, duplicate this. Oh, I definitely. Oh, just kidding, mate. Actually, I'm gonna bring the. Never mind. I got a good idea. So I'm gonna do like A, B, A, D, I think, and have the D be the outro that's kind of along the same lines. So I'm gonna copy this. So then, yeah, that'll be fine. So then what I'm gonna do here is add, oops. I think I'm gonna have this section and this section be essentially the same. And then this middle section, change the main sound to something else. I think that'll be more interesting. Let me give it a quick listen. I think of this part, it's gonna go. I'll record that on my mouth just so I don't forget. Something like that. What is this called? Slasher. Okay. Oh my god, scared the shit out of myself. My fucking phone. Wow. It's fucking terrifying. Oh, okay. So, fucking shit, that terrified me. Okay, oh, there we go. What we're talking about. Okay. Speaker ready for bass. Okay, this is going to be a sampler. Just happened. Oh yeah, I gotta. So this is gonna be all loop. And hopefully I can. sure I like it. That's fine. Because, actually it's pretty cool. Okay, so the cool thing about this is it's like low sounding, but I want it to be screechy. But if I just put things on it like overdrive, ooh, and then, so here I'll record a piece of it. And once I do this, then basically I can re-record it as audio, and then pitch it up, and then do more amplification on it, and it'll sound completely different. So if I change this to glitchy, and this is record, and just go record, and this is the same as that, and then I can go to pitch up. Oh, I forgot about texture mode. Pretty is nice. That sounds fucking sick. Okay. So that's sick, but it's so flat. If I just turn this down like so. I am for sure. I'm gonna put this like that. I like that sound. What if I put it here? Okay, so what I want to do is have it be like that. Yeah, I like that. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna go back and just copy this guy. Boom. Copy this guy. Boom. Turn this guy off. And then turn these guys off. And the last one will be. Let's see how we like this. Dark Blazing gave me a good tip. I need to upload my live streams and my songs so that people actually know that I'm doing this. So yeah, I will do that. I was not paying attention, so I'm gonna listen to that one more time. But I think that basically that's probably fine. I'm a little iffy on this part where it cuts out. But I'm also definitely going to change this upbeat and this upbeat and this upbeat. Oh yeah, and this upbeat. Just because you're gonna have it be different than the first. And I'll probably do intermittent changes. If here, probably this. Have it be like a, I don't know, or something where it's like more cut off. But yeah, hold on, let me listen to this again. Okay, so I wish I knew more about musical theory because that would be fun. It's fine. As far as, you know, just the grooves. But going from that to that is bad. For some reason, it just feels wrong. Like you're going from different vibes. I don't know. And also, this needs to be very more harsh. Because think how harsh that is, and how I don't know. It's and I probably could just do this. Use some stereo wide gain. That would do the trick. I think if I did that with a wait. So this is going to be a bit loud. I like that grittiness of that one. That has good. So I like this. It needs to be wider. So even though I'm putting it through stereo widening buses, I think it also needs, I had like a, I don't know, notification bell for that. Anyways, how do I make this wider? I think it needs the old TT. Definitely OTT. I forgot I had this widening thing from FluCat, which I never actually ended up using, which I should probably just not use it. Wait. Yeah, I don't think that really does a whole lot. At least what I'm looking for. I think that an amp would really help. Amps are always helpful, in my opinion. But they can go a little bit too far sometimes. So I'm not going to go crazy. So usually I start with full blast with one that I kind of like. So you can tell there that a shit ton of low end is coming in after the OTT. So I'm going to do keys before and after. Like that. I'm going to take out some of these parts though. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. I kind of want to put this grain delay on here after, because the OTT will fucking fuck it up. So I like how this helps the harmonics of this. So basically, here it's like super high pitch and doesn't really have any depth to it, or depth isn't a really good descriptive word. It doesn't have any dynamic range to it. It's just that high screech that it's going to be the main thing you hear, but when it's by itself, I'll have that grain delay be off, and I'll have this be off. It sounds weak, so this low-end version with no effects on it, I probably should take this overdrive off. Anyways, before I do that, this low-end version will give it that mid to low frequencies that it's missing to give it some more oomph. You don't really hear it that much. I'm gonna take out this. It's just like a saturator. I'll probably take that out and put a regular saturator in later, but because the overdrive sometimes puts in too many high frequencies that you don't want, especially since I don't even have a friggin' EQ on here, which I will just put this EQ on because it's essentially the same sound, and then I will take out the highs well. Probably something along these lines, and then do like 1750. That's where like vocals sit, where meaning the main element that hits right in the center. Not really, it's just supporting that. So then the other thing is, on this sound, if you get a grain delay, it just gives you a down-pitched version of, or it can if you use the pitch. Sometimes it just does a delay, which gives it, the first sound comes out and then the same sound comes out however many milliseconds later you put it. Or you could do it synced to time, kind of like a ping pong delay, or it'd be like quarter notes, eighth notes, whatever. So here, I just leave everything the same except change the pitch down, and I have the dry wet really low, so then you get your main sound, mostly that high pitched screech, and then you'll have a low pitched sound. So here, I'll just do that would just be the low pitch, with the delayed version. The time's really low, so it just happens almost instantaneously. The delay gives it also more kind of width, kind of like a detuning. But then if you go back to dry wet, you get that main sound with a little bit of that oomph underneath. And because the high pitch is so it's up here on the frequency spectrum, it gives you more of a hiss, and then the pitch down part gives you more of a hum. And both of those elements together kind of make it interesting. So then all together, and then also, because I didn't even write the thing correctly, well, yeah, I just, you also have to have the sub, working with your instruments, so, your main instruments, so I would go into here, and actually, I will just find out what the note is from here. It is a C, which some people are able to tell immediately, but I'm not. See, this sounds like an A though. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this as a D because I need to figure out how I want to write that. Because subs are interesting with things like this. but and I definitely, I'll tell you right now, I don't know enough about subs to just go ahead and write it and be happy with it. I've messed around with my subs way more than I need to. Way more than I want to, probably not more than I need to. Okay. So then I'm going to duplicate that and duplicate that, and I will bring it down here. One thing to note is that you don't have to have your subs and your main instrument on the same note. Interestingly enough, it's something that Fox Stevenson does a lot. He'll have his melody. His things are super melodical, but he'll have, you know, he'll have a melody be all over the place compared to what his bass is. Could be some 5, 7 semitones, but it, you know, follows the same kind of trend. So like you see, this goes da da da. This will go da da da, and it'll be like for the most part on the same timestamps, hit on the same time, but we'll have some in betweens too. Just listen to the stuff; it's great. So here's what it sounds like now with the sub and the distortion. And I gotta fix the sub for this. But whatever, good enough for now. I will mark it. This is how I mark everything with white notations, things that I want to change. I used to do red, but red is obviously, as you can see, my drum section. Let's just do this again. This is from here. This could work if I just did. This should be, actually fuck it, this should be all right here. Boom, and then cut this guy out. E0, and then cut these guys out. Cut this guy out. And then do the same thing here. C, paste. I will have to put, I should just put a low pass on the whole thing, but I'm gonna make more work for myself and not just copy this. Command C, put it here, paste, and do the same thing on this guy. the interesting thing here is that I can do this. I kind of want this part not to just go. I want it to go. Wait, okay. And sweep up to not be as harsh. So I'm going to put a audio here, group all of this and turn it off, and then put a 24 glitchy here, record. Did I? Might have had this, the overdrive on here, so I'm gonna turn you guys off. Record again. What did I do to this? Oh yeah, I pitched it up 11. So 11. And I put it on 8-0 texture. 8-0. And open all this and group it. See it. Oh, that's because this is down 12. So if I go to 0, it'll be fine. What to do? What to do? What to do? What to do? Oh, it's on solo. So this goes 11, and this goes to texture 8-0. And now I already forgot what I was gonna do. Oh, I should duplicate this again, or do what I was just doing again. Except put all the things back on it. And record 24 glitchy, unsolo, record. Now I can turn this guy off. And this guy, wait, what's this guy doing? I gotta copy all this. This guy's gonna be off, and this guy will put this here. Maybe 16.2. Copying all this stuff right here. 2. So this should sound the same as that. And now what I want to do, I'm going to put all the effects on. I should have my automation. It does not have my automation, so I got to copy this automation, put it here, boom, paste, not copy it, copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, well, whatever, what is this, 21 to 35. 21, 35. Okay, and then do that same thing here. This, oh, this might have the, okay, well then that means I just don't have to do the automation. I can turn this off. I don't see all my, that shit is. I'm gonna turn these off so I can tick where I want it to. So I kind of just want it to go like that, I think, roughly. Actually, I might have not even needed to do any of that and just do it from like right here. To do this, cut it out right there. Maybe that'll be nice. Do I have? Yes, I do. I need to. I like it that. I'm gonna just. I don't like this one. Ooh, I like that too. Okay, so this is, I love this synth. It's the one I have right here. But it's really cool to glitch it even more. And then what I think I want to do here is basically show this automation. And for this section, just pitch it down. Not that much. Maybe to like 3,500. I get to 269. Oh, 268. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's where I just saw 269. Whatever. So I like having the, I don't know, whatever. I call them chucks. I like the chucks. I think on that would be actually a little higher. There we go, we got 369. Yeah, you fine. And what I also want to do is have them fade in a little bit so they don't, basically so they have like a kind of an attack. Not that steep of an attack. So then this whole end right here has to be totally different. It's got to show you that you're going into a different section. So think I'll just say fuck it and put a vocal there. I haven't had any vocals in the drop yet, other than the little haze. So if I select all this, I think that'll make sense. And then I will just have to, like I said, put those different, these white spots, put those different upbeats. This I should change back to being yellow. Not that yellow, it's yellow. This one's gonna stay orange. I'm gonna delete. Keep those deactivated, that's fine. And the deactivated clips usually just mean delete it later. If you have a powerful computer, then you don't have to worry about CPU issues with that. Mostly it's like serum stuff, especially when you're working with audio files, you're totally fine. So that is the only issue. And then I think that will mean that I want to, because this stuff is going throughout this whole thing here, I kind of want to change it here. Actually, I'll keep this first. And then I'll have the outro, and then the outro I think will probably be somewhere along these lines. With this, sound that I've got going here. Well, probably just copy this. 2 bars. Excuse me, 4 bars. And put them here. A lot of bass. And I'm going to rename that. Duplicate that. Probably has some shit on it. Effects. Probably got DJ and filter. That's the low pass filter I use. I don't really know why I use it. You could just use any cue. I kind of like the resonance it has on it. Here, I'll show you. Where is mine? Here we go. So I'll turn off the ping pong in this. I'll turn this. So yeah, that's cool. We can turn on this DJ and filter. I don't know, it has a really cool thing about it, but then, if you just took this and I put that on it, I could just do. It sounds just about the same. So, to each their own. All these, I should probably take the attack off of them. That'll be for later, for future Brett to take care of, because I don't want to deal with that tedious stuff right about now. I think I'm gonna go take care of the RX-7 thing I was talking about though. So, as I was saying before, I have RX-7 on my Mac. And it is a super powerful audio editing tool. You can do a lot of different things. Take out clips, take out hums, take out reverbs, isolate audio, isolate any type of isolate the bass, isolate the drums, isolate everything else. Not perfect, nothing can be when you're going from a straight MP3 file, but it's pretty darn good. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm taking my vocals from the beginning of this song, which I'll play right now again. But yeah, they basically, you'll take out things that you don't want. You'll hear a guitar.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging.
And you can still hear it in the song.
Dash ringing, the trash.
And I don't want that. So I'm going to take it in R7. Basically, you take it in, and there's a thing called either dialogue isolate or music rebalance. And I use the music rebalance because it's honestly the best. And I put it as vocals, bass, percussion, and other. And I turn down the bass, percussion, and other, leave the voice, and turn the sensitivity all the way up. Do a little preview just in case, because sensitivity is different with different songs for what provides the best results. But I find
Dash ringing, the trash singing.
10 is the best, but that's not good.
Mash flick.
Doesn't sound like great.
Dash ringing, the trash singing.
How about sensitivity 0?
Dash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging. Dash ringing,
I think I might like 0 better.
dash ringing,
Yeah, 0 is. Oh wait, that was just the regular sound, not the pre.
dash ringing, the trash singing.
Yeah, this one for some reason the sensitivity at 0 is better. So I'm gonna render it like that. I just hope it doesn't mess up the actual dynamics of the voice, which it usually won't. But yeah, so I'm gonna use that. Then you gotta export it to another file. I usually pick WAV files because MP3 files don't work super well in Ableton. Save successfully. Okay. Reject. Like I said, it's using it.
Dash ringing.
Okay, good. Good to go. Exit. That's what I don't like about Macs is you gotta eject your storage devices, whatever, first. You can just pull them out. Obviously, that's not the only thing I don't like about Macs, but hey, I've got one, so what are you gonna do? Okay, so here is the sample. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see how it sounds.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging. Dash ringing, the trash singing, mash. Dash ringing, the trash
Doesn't
singing.
any better. I want to see.
Dash ringing, the trash singing,
Both
mash
at
flinging,
0, so
the
that's nice.
flash springing, ringing, the crash dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
This I actually also want to. I should have just done it all together. Silly me. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna make a new audio file and I'm gonna just do that all together. Delete this. So basically, I'm just gonna use the whole box as a recording base, and I'm going to put this at 0 and then do my own automation afterwards.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, mash.
So yeah, I'm just gonna record that.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging, the flash springing, ringing, the crash dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
Okay, good to go. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to solo it. I forgot how I exported this. Hopefully that works, but I'm just going to do it. Sample, yes, save, yes, replace it. X7 is a tricky bastard sometimes, so hopefully this doesn't come out worse than the first one did, because I liked the first one. I just deleted it, so we shall see. But actually I'll leave it there. So even if you exit Arc7 and then come back to it, you can have your previous project basically saved without even having to save. Which doesn't sound intuitive, but you know what I mean.
Flash ringing, the track.
Oh yeah, but I gotta delete it because it has the same name. No, I'm not gonna save it.
Flash ringing,
There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the same thing. Musical rebalance. I wish I could just show you guys this, but whatever. It'll take 2 seconds.
Flash ringing, the trash singing, mash flinging, the flash springing, ringing, the crash dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
That's fine. I'm going to check what the Squidward part sounds like at 10 sensitivity.
The hash slinging slasher.
What time?
The hash slinging slasher.
Yeah, it cuts out some of the harmonics of the voice, so what I'm going to do, render it both ways, and then use the 10 sensitivity for the Squidward part and the 0 sensitivity for the SpongeBob part. 10 for SpongeBob, 0 for SpongeBob, 10 for Squidward. And yeah, that's just because some things in RX7 are a little funky. I don't know why this one's. The bit rates are weird on this as well. Let's go. Yes. Save. Okay. Saved. And then you can just Command Z, go back, and now render. Rendering on short things like this, 5 seconds long, take 10 seconds. Rendering things that are a full song of 3 minutes are like 10 minutes. Because there's a lot of processing power that goes into it. Which probably one day they'll fix. But it's fine. It's, you know, just something you gotta deal with. So, project. Okay, now I'm back to putting this in here. Got I've got 2 lanes here for my new div. It just says, oops, it just says 0 goes mirror. It just says 10 goes mirror. So, and I'm gonna have to unwarp these. So this is nice because I can just and then delete that and 0 to -6, so I'll just go 0 to -6. Does this have any effects on it? Yes, so copy these. And does this have any effects on it? Yes, so I'll copy these. I think it's the same thing. Just standard taking out the lows. Okay.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, smash flinging, the flash springing.
This is super loud. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna take that out.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, smash flinging, the flash springing, ringing, the crash dinging.
Also, can I put these back on? Not really.
Dash ringing, the trash singing, smash
Great, doesn't have any
flinging,
other shit in
the
it.
flash springing, ringing, the crash dinging.
The hash slinging slasher.
That sounds fantastic. Just gonna delete the old parts. This I did it last time, but basically I took the Squidward part, I had the reverb tail on it, and I played the Squidward audio in reverse, had the reverb tail going reverse, and then reversed it again so that it comes the other direction. It's sounded like a mouthful, but it doesn't even sound that much like Squidward, it's just kind of a sweep, but it has some of the vocal qualities to it, I guess. At least it should. I mean, it sounds good when you put them together.
The hash slinging slasher.
Yeah, just because the reverb from the Squidward part goes with that. And I think I even cut. No, I had it overlapping. Oh, this should not have any reverb on it though, which is a problem because of our reverb here. So what I will do is just turn this off. Go like that. Don't turn it off. So then
Ringing, the crash dinging. Ringing, the crash dinging.
sure it doesn't keep going. Oh yeah, it's because it's keeping the reverb. Okay, well that's kind of annoying. So basically what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to put it on each of these chains here because I don't want to deal with that, the reverb on this guy. So now, should, if I just solo this, yeah, just cut off. I want the reverb from both of these entangling with each other. Automate the reverb as well, which is annoying. So this is 12 to 21, which means just for this guy, I'll just keep it at 12. I'll put this guy, keep that at 21. Pain in the butt. The whole thing's got to just be at 17 for the reverb, which for some reason it's at 68. Yep, that's all I needed.
the trash singing,
That's it, it sounds without that.
ash ringing, the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash stringing,
Kind of like it with it.
ash ringing,
I'll just cut it off here. A little A.
ash ringing, the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash stringing,
Let's do it once more without.
ash ringing, the trash singing, smash, slinging, the flash stringing, ringing, the crash dinging,
The hash slinging slasher.
Alright, I think I'm gonna hop up the stream now and try to figure out this issue with my track here that's not wanting to come through. Actually, fuck it, I'll probably just do this. Just make a new audio track and see what happens. That's interesting. It still cuts off. Okay, what if I do this? Bring this back up here. Oh, so it's just the audio file. Okay, problem solved. Audio file sucks. I gotta redo it. Okay then. Alright, still. Peace out. I think I'm gonna upload this to YouTube just for SMGs and then maybe upload some songs. If you're watching this and you want to check out songs, go to soundcloud.com/BrettMyers and have some old stuff on there. And see if you like it. Other than that, I'm working on this song as an EP for a bunch of cartoons. I've got things in the works for Futurama, Kim Possible, Dexter's Laboratory, and Invader Zim. I'm pretty much just starting. This is the most complete song I have so far. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing live streams on the rest of that EP and how it goes as well. Peace.